Get ready, I'm going to wind up Linda Steele here. Woke. Are we woke, Linda?
Don't. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like that word because it makes me mad. Yeah. Because to me, if you say, oh, Linda, you're so woke, I say, well, thank you. That means that I am respectful and empathetic and I'm trying to be tolerant of people, even if that's not my thing. I'm saying, okay, you do you. So when you say, oh, you're woke, it's an insult.
It's a fighting word.
Yeah.
Going woke, it's like, okay, so you clearly want to argue with me. I don't think it is unifying or positive or helpful. Some of these words that I would like to see come back more into our community.
Oh, well, actually, people are talking about them because Angus Reid Institute just polled Canadians on the culture wars, and these are some of the words that people say. This is how they feel about what's happening right now. And as you can see, the top one is divisive. Unnecessary. I don't know that it's unnecessary. I think we're just not adult enough to deal with it. Some of us aren't.
Well, I do. I think, it's one of the things I love so much about our show is that we can disagree and continue to be friends. We can disagree and continue to be respectful with one another. We're not the same person.
Right.
We're allowed to be different. We're not the same people. We're allowed to be different. You might be like, yeah, Jody, no, Linda, yes, Linda, no, Jody. And we can all still be our community, right? Mm-hmm. And the culture wars have sort of trained us to be like, snap. If you don't agree with me, you're either woke or you're too far. Pick your side.
It is.
Left or right.
It's like there's a tribalism going on.
Tribalism.
So we reached out to pollster Shachi Kurl from the Angus Reid Institute. This is the first of a few polls, and we wanted to know, tell us more about what you're doing.
What I would say is, in terms of some of the early findings that we're seeing, how do we feel about the way we talk to each other? Is it changing? Most of us say yes. Is that a good thing? We tend to lean towards yes in terms of changing to be a little bit more careful or giving less, I'm using air quotes here, offense in the way we talk to each other. But what about the culture wars themselves? Is cancel culture going too far? We're pretty divided on that one. In terms of how people feel about the culture wars, it's really interesting because majorities of us actually say things like they're divisive and they are exhausting. Nearly half of Canadians say that they are unnecessary. But you've still got significant segments who see them as important, who see them as informative. So who are those folks? This brings us to the 5 mindsets on Canadian culture, and I'm going to run you through them as quickly as I can. So this is getting wide, but not necessarily too deep. I'll take you back to the website. You've got the zealous activists. They tend to be younger, left-leaning. Next to them are the quiet accommodators. They agree with a lot of the things that the zealous activists think and say. They're just quieter about it. The conflicted middle are in the middle. Big surprise. On the other side, you've got the frustrated skeptics. Think about your uncle at Thanksgiving dinner. He's not happy with the way society is moving, but he's not necessarily going to go wave a placard about it. That is the domain and the work left for the defiant objectors, who are all the way on the other side of those mindsets or those segments. Whatever the zealous activists say, they're most likely to say hell no, and vice versa. They are pushing back against everything in their sight that they consider to be woke. They are gladly and happily anti-woke, just as much as the zealous activists on the other side are positively woke.
Shachi Kurl, president of Angus Reid Institute. Let me ask you this. Okay. So one of the things that people weighed in on is cancel culture. And they say our public figures are being canceled. Do you remember Don Cherry?
I do.
Do you think that public figures are being canceled too easily these days?
That is a very broad question. I would say yes and also no, because there has been we're watching it almost daily south of the border with the former president who should have been canceled, I don't know, 91 times over?
Yep.
More than that maybe? And then there are others who, the Al Frankens of the world, I feel, that he was completely canceled.
It was a time.
And it was. So,
political.
So yes and no, if that's, an
okay,
answer.
Then let me ask you this. Okay. How often in a week, because this is part of the poll as well, with people are saying, do you find yourself, I'm thinking it, but I'm not going to say it. How often in a week, Jody Vance, are you finding that you're holding your tongue?
More and more, Linda. Less on this show. I save it for here.
Me too.
I save it for here. But I have to tell you, like and this is a Brianism. This is my partner Brian who says, sometimes you just gotta let people be wrong.
Let them be wrong.
Just let people be. So I hold my tongue where I go, hey, no, that's not true. I'm just
There's
gonna let them be
you know
wrong.
what?
I'm gonna let them be wrong today.
If I'm in the vicinity of someone who's like a big Trump fan or, a misogynist or whatever, and there's a time and a place to call somebody out or to just get away and say, I'm never going to spend any more time with you. However, interesting. So stay tuned to Angus Reid Institute because they're going to be rolling out some more of these polls.
And thank you, Shachi, for doing that. She's such a great resource for us. Yes, we've got, just stay tuned because your viewing party pictures are coming, but we also got to say what's coming up on the show here because still ahead.
Yeah, it took months of haggling, but we're finally getting a public inquiry into foreign election interference. Are we finally going to get to the truth, though? Investigative reporter Sam Cooper from the Bureau joins us next.
Okay, let's go to the viewing party pictures. This is how you get in on it. Right now, you can take a picture of you watching the show. Oh, hey!
Gordon. Love Gordon and his family from Prince Rupert. He was watching Biff doing the rock star thing.
That.
We also have Janet from James Bay and Victoria. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet. And also, hi, Karen and Burnaby. Hi, Karen. Nice,
Love
nice
your
toe
toes.
ring.
I have that toenail polish as well.
Very nice. Okay, we're back on Steel and Vance right after this with Sam Cooper. Stay tuned.